Today, we are one step closer to answering the question, is there life on Mars? In September 2022, NASA announced that organic compounds had been found in soil samples collected by the Perseverance rover. The answer to the question of who built the strange objects on the surface of the red planet may soon be discovered. For example, this recently discovered structure, stretching 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers. An ambitious statement was recently made by the head of NASA, Bill Nelson. He stated that the American Space Agency plans to land astronauts on Mars by 2040. But is this mission really achievable? Scientists believe that current technologies do not allow for the colonization of Mars, and even if we do reach the red planet, we may not be allowed to live there. This planet is already inhabited. It sounds fantastic, but how should we treat the numerous shocking pieces of evidence found on Mars? Take a look at this photo from the surface of Mars. Where did this mysterious disk come from? Where did the mysterious disk-shaped object, 50 feet, 15 meters in diameter, come from, half buried in the ground? In front of it, there is a strip of disturbed Martian soil. It all looks as though a flying saucer crashed, leaving this trail behind. Such evidence of man-made objects on Mars cannot be dismissed as a product of the imagination. On May 7, 2022, the Curiosity rover photographed an entrance to an underground structure on the red planet. This photo is from NASA's official website. And here is the entrance to one of the Egyptian tombs. As they say, try to spot the 10 differences. So, who built the mysterious entrance on Mars? And that's not all. The rover has captured several similar objects that strongly resemble the ruins of some kind of structure. Who could have made these if Mars is officially considered uninhabitable? However, recently, under the pressure of such evidence, a question has arisen in scientific circles. Is it really true that the red planet is uninhabited? Scientists have long claimed that the planets of our solar system were once habitable. Their attention is now focused on Mars. This planet is under constant observation, not only by the military, but also by amateur enthusiasts. But what draws all these people in? Experts are convinced it's the strange discoveries that are being found more and more frequently on the red planet. Researchers believe that reconnaissance missions to Mars are not just collecting soil samples, but are also searching for strange artifacts that clearly appear to be of artificial origin. There are frequent scandals about NASA's sensors editing the photos taken by the Perseverance rover and its predecessors. Before these images are released to the public, certain details are meticulously removed. For example, in 2013, a panoramic photograph of a Martian valley clearly showed a rectangular object that looked remarkably like a typical high-rise building. However, in 2017, the photo was removed from public access and later reappeared, but the structure was no longer visible in the frame. But mistakes still occur, and researchers continue to find evidence on Mars that cannot be reasonably explained in any other way, except as traces of a highly advanced civilization. Here are a few discoveries. A white dome with a diameter of 50 feet, 15 meters, was found in a Martian crater. A stone inscribed with hieroglyphs resembling the number 5 was discovered, along with a spherical object that has a long tail. In this official NASA photograph posted online, sensors overlooked a cylindrical-shaped object. Researchers are convinced that this object could be a part of an alien spacecraft. Here's something even more incredible. In one of the photos, cone-shaped towers are clearly visible, arranged in a straight line with equal spacing between them. And here's another shocking discovery. In September 2022, researchers found debris from an artificial structure on Mars. A stone ring with distinct geometric shapes features ornaments and hieroglyphs on its surface. Nearby, there are remnants of a column. The object bears a striking resemblance to an essential attribute of the Aztec god of fire, Huela-Eteotl. Compare them. This is simply unbelievable. But where have the creators of these artifacts gone? Researchers believe that a highly developed Martian civilization truly existed. As evidence, they point to the mysterious monolith discovered on Mars's moon, Phobos. The object, with its regular geometric shape and standing 250 feet, 76 meters tall, is clearly visible in the photographs. Researchers are convinced that this structure is of artificial origin. Could we be looking at a Martian outpost on Phobos? Experts believe that the Martian civilization developed in much the same way as human civilization. Technological progress advanced, new weapons were invented, and eventually the Martians perished due to a planetary catastrophe. Some researchers believe that some form of life still exists on Mars and present their evidence. Here is a photograph taken on Mars in September. The image shows an object resembling a worm or a snake. In a photo taken from the slopes of Gale Crater, researchers spotted humanoid figures. The Curiosity rover's camera captured an object that looks very much like a bird or a modern drone. Here is another piece of evidence. In a photograph from Mars, experts spotted two standing figures. Note that the evidence includes both undeniable fakes and official NASA photos from Martian missions. Additionally, our experts believe that other planets in the solar system may also be habitable. Telescopes and satellites do not detect life there simply because it may have an unfamiliar form to us. There is a phenomenon called inattentional blindness. If a person expects to see something specific in a picture or video, they may overlook an object right in front of them. This happens because attention is focused elsewhere. Researchers are looking for humanoids in space. But what if the inhabitants of other planets look completely different? Scientists are discovering more and more evidence each year that life exists or once existed on the planets of the solar system.